Today we're going to be talking about what a trust is and why you want one when you're buying a house. Now, before everyone checks out and goes, oh, those are expensive, you've got to get an attorney, those are time consuming, no one does that. I'm going to tell you about how that's all changing. And my team is actually one of the first teams in America that is going to be taking a very aggressive stance towards this. And here's why. When you die, unless you have your house in a trust, your house is going to go into probate. Probate is a lengthy court process. Even if you have a will, because a lot of times people go, well, I have a will. It will be fine. No. A will, still, you're going to go to probate. Your family's going to have to pay fees. What if they need to sell the house so that they can pay for food and everything? They won't be able to, okay? So it's really important that when you're thinking about buying a house, you're also thinking about, okay, how do I prepare so that if anything happens, my loved ones are protected? Or, sometimes people are like, well, I don't have a family, Jen, it doesn't matter. Is there a charity that you want the house to go through or to? Like, do you really just want it to live in the court systems? Probably not. Probably not. And in the past, this was always crazy expensive. There's been a couple companies that have come out and they're like, oh, we make it cheaper. But it's never been easy. It's never been transparent. And it's never been super affordable. So let's talk about what I'm talking about. So Guaranteed Rate is actually partnering up with a company called Got Dynasty. So what Got Dynasty does is it's a simple platform. I'll have a link for you guys. Whether you're working with me and my team or not, this is something you should be setting up when you're buying a house, because the loan officer can set it up with the title company so that when you close on the house goes into this trust you've created, okay? It's the easiest way to do it. It is harder after you own a home to put it in a trust. I'm actually going through that process right now, so I'll do a follow-up video. But this is something that when you're buying a house or when you're refinancing a house, it's really easy for the lender to put the house in the trust for you, which ultimately protects it. And that's what we're talking about, because if you watch the channel, I'm always talking about being prepared financially, thinking about what's next, but also making sure that everyone's taken care of. And this is a part of it. Okay, so why do I love this company? So many reasons. Number one, it's easy. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like, none of us are lawyers. We don't need everything to be hard. They've put it together where it's really easy to understand. I look at everything from a consumer perspective. If I wasn't in the industry, would I understand what these words mean? They've got great definitions. They walk you through it. They make it super easy. And they have two choices. You can do the free version. It's free. You can literally get a trust for free, guys, and it's a legit trust. So I went through the process, took the template, right, of what my trust was, and I took it to Guaranteed Rate's trust department. Because whenever a client wants to vest in a trust at closing, we have to review the trust. So I had them look at it. They're like, yep, no problem. Cool. Okay, great. So the way it's set up, it's fine for lenders. Now, if you're working with a lender and they're like, oh, put it in a trust later, it's just because they don't want to do the work of having a trust team review it. And that's with any trust. Back in the day, I'll be honest, I was less educated on how trusts work, also how hard it was to put a house in trust after closing, and we would say the same thing. And in fairness, it was because I worked at a company that didn't review trusts. Now I do. We have a whole department. They review trust. They make sure it's going to work so that you can vest in the trust at closing. Easy. Do we charge extra for that? No, we don't. So they have a free version where you can put together the trust. It is really easy, okay? And you can do other stuff too. It's not just for the house. If you have assets that you want to protect, if you have your assets in the trust name, then if something happens to you, it's very clear where those assets go because the trust lays it all out. Please do more research on revocable trusts, because that's what you would be doing. Also research probate. But what you're going to find is that a revocable trust is going to protect your assets better, okay? You don't want to do that. Now, is there a paid version? Yeah, if you need more help, if you want a notary to come to your house, They're building out additional features as they go as well. Like they're gonna have a living will as an add-on, all these other things. So how much is that? $100 a year. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So I actually was looking at this. So first they came to me because they watch YouTube, which is awesome. And I was like, wow, this is great. You know, I did my due diligence. My husband's in the financial world. He dug deep. They're legit, you know, and they come from another company that's huge now. Like these are founders that have really already made it once. Now, and I was looking at it with the head of our strategic innovation at Guaranteed Rate. And we're both on the phone watching how it works. And I'm reading it from the aspect of how you guys will see it. And he's looking at it. And we're both sitting there because, let me be honest, my husband and I paid what feels like $10 zillion to put together a trust and a will years ago that now is totally not accurate. And we haven't updated it because it was so darn expensive to do the first time. Looking at this program, you know, with the paid version, you can update it too, you know, and it's funny. So the gentleman at Guaranteed Rate, his name is Paul, and he's like, oh my God, this is great. He's like, I can just make changes. I can do this. And the guy's like, yeah. And it's all easily accessible. So look, it's something I'm going to be talking to my clients about. There's a free version, and I love that because it's a great equalizer. It's like, if your finances are super simple, do you need to do the paid version? No. You know, if you're the type of person where you're gonna be updating stuff, being like, oh, I like my son Joe more than Johnny this week. He gets less, Johnny. Yeah, you should probably do the paid version. You know, if you're gonna be making changes. If you want more help setting it up, then you'd wanna do the paid version, which is $100 a year. And with Guaranteed Rate, you actually get 50% off your first year. But once again, there's a free version. And my goal is always this. I will only bring you products that I think actually will help you. If you watch the channel, you know I don't pitch. I really never pitch anything. I talk about loans, I talk about money, but I love this. And I love this because I don't think it's right that only rich people can protect their homes and everybody else has to go through probate. This website, the way they're setting up these templates, makes it so that everybody has the same access to protection. And I love that. So I'll have a link, check it out. We're gonna be working with our clients on it, talking to them about it. It's never pressure. You know, it's your choice. But if I see something that I think can actually help you, I'm always gonna bring it to your attention. So I hope this video is helpful. Check out what trusts are, revocable trust. You know, check out Got Dynasty. Reach out, we're here to support you, but I'm gonna be trying to integrate this into the home buying process because I think it will help my buyers down the line. And with my refinances, same thing. Let's get everybody protected no matter how much they make. Thanks for watching.